If only I could finish something, run straight through to the end, close a chapter dignified. Damn girl, you did it again. But will it ever be enough when I'm bent on trying to keep it tough? Will I ever settle down, happy with the here and now?
Hi everybody, it's Patty, Rockstar Mom, and today I'm just going to do sort of a remake of an old video where I just am doing a get ready with me using some of my favorite drugstore products, and I'm using a couple of things that I really haven't used in a while, but again, I'm using a few things that are just favorites of mine that are the drugstore. I mean, how can you go wrong with good drugstore? I'm using just my basic skincare, my Skin Divine Elixir, which you guys have heard me talk about a million times. I've been wearing this for years. This is my desert island product. If I had nothing else, it would be the Skin, S-K-I-N-N, Divine Elixir Luminous Skin Oil with Maruca Honey plus C. I've been using this for years, every single day, and needless to say, it's probably my favorite skincare product. I don't talk about skincare an awful lot. I switch up on everything else. Today I'm using, again, something from Skin. It's the Divine Elixir Hydrating Gel Cream. This is the wildest thing. I haven't used, well, I used this a couple of days ago, and all of the writing is coming off of it. I've never had that happen before, but it is so light and just super hydrating. And then on my eyes, I am using the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Eye Cream. So that, oh, and lips. I love my City Lips Line Therapy just to put on my lips before I start my makeup. All right. I have also today, oh, by the way, everything you're going to see me use will be listed below this video. Just click on more, the word more, M-O-R-E, and everything will be listed right there. Also, if you want to look under the video, like you're going to leave a comment, and open up the very first comment, just click on it to open it, and you will you can see there also everything that I'm using today. I have a couple of brand spanking new things that I want to show you that are not makeup, but makeup related, beauty tools. And as I get to those, I will show them to you. Nails, Sally Hansen, this will be listed. So go down there if you want to see the color. Let's just get started. I pulled out, I'm telling you, my skin, I'm 81 and a half, and I have wrinkles. I have lots of wrinkles. I have sagging. I want you guys to remember that when I film, like most of us who make YouTube videos, I use some kind of lighting to light me, because otherwise all you would see on my face are shadows. And I have shadows, but you wouldn't be able to see anything that I'm doing. I think pretty much everybody that I know, unless they have awesome windows like this. Unfortunately, I do not have windows in my house that I can film in front of for light. Our house is surrounded by big trees, and so we just don't get good light through any of our windows. I keep these shutters closed so that you're not distracted by traffic. But wow, I'm using a product too that I'm going to try. I tell you what, I'm going to get up really close and sort of let you see what's going on with my face at 81 and a half years old. Obviously, the first thing is my skin is sagging. As I've aged and lost volume in my face, it's starting to sag, and I have the jowls and obviously the neck, but I have the crow's feet, and you can see them, and the crow's feet are even coming down on the sides of my face. I have wrinkles on my forehead. I have the 11s. I have sun damage, these sunspots from all those years of, before we even knew about sunscreen. I mean, a lot of our sun damage comes from many, many, many years ago. It just takes a long time for it to surface. Now, I am going to do something that I rarely do, but I came across this and I knew I hadn't used it in a while, and I thought I would use it on a couple of places on my face. These circles, I mean, this is hereditary, the indentions, but this is the L'Oreal Magic Perfecting Base. And I'm gonna dip my fingernail in there and get some out. I'm gonna just sort of dab that on. Can you see? I mean, I don't use this every day. I can't remember the last time I used it, but look at this. And look at this, because I have the same thing right here, where my skin is just sinking. Can you see it? I can see it in my mirror. Let's put some over here. This just sort of, I think it just fills in and sort of blurs. We might as well do some of these crow's feet. We'll see if it makes any difference when I get I bought this off of Amazon, and I've had it for a while. So if I can find it, I'll list it if it's still available. I'm going to take a little bit more and put it over my lips, my lip lines, because I've never smoked a cigarette in my life. But guess what? I use straws. One thing I'm using new today is I'm using a new makeup mirror. And so far, so good. So many of you have asked me over the past few years what kind of makeup mirror I use. And I have been using the same makeup mirror for probably 20 years. It's an old Conair, and it just keeps hanging in there. And it's usually the one that I use here when I film. I have that a company sent me quite a few years ago, and I don't think it's still available. It has the real tall column, and it has a fan. So you can actually turn it on, and it blows air on you while you're putting your makeup on. And here, I can't film with it because the fan is very, very loud. But I do have that in our bathroom there at my vanity, where I put my makeup on there. I'm just letting this dry a little. But I thought, someone again asked me the other day, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to go on Amazon, and I'm going to look for a mirror that is very affordable, number one, for everybody. And also that does everything we need it to do, or I need it to do, and I think everything that you need it to do. And I'm going to show you the box first of all. It's going to be hard to show you my actual mirror, although I will try, but I'll put pictures up. But this is the box it came in. And I'll just tell you right off the bat, I want to say it was maybe $25 or $29. Don't hold me to it, because we know that I can buy something at one price, and by the time you get there, the price may have fluctuated a little bit higher or a little bit lower. But this is the box. It's called the 8-inch lighted makeup mirror for home and travel. It has a cold light, a natural light and a warm light. And one of the things I really like about this is that it charges with a USB cord. Comes with it. It does not come with the little block that you need to plug into the wall. Most of us, I think, have one of those that we can use. Let me get it. This end on. So you need something that you can plug into there, but it just plugs into the mirror. Doesn't take that long to charge. It came partially charged. I plugged it in, and it has a red light that comes on sort of in the halo part of the mirror, what you're seeing right here, and that tells you that it's charging. And then when it's fully charged, that turns green. And then when you turn the makeup mirror on to use it, the green light goes out. But it's 8 inches, the mirror, and I tell you, maybe I can do this. You can see it's 8 inches, and it's silver, and I believe this comes in colors, maybe bronze and maybe black, I'm not sure. But it has the base, and it has the super skinny column here, and this, it comes unassembled. The base comes off, and this, you just unscrew this right here, and I'm not, well, let me show you this. It's very adjustable. See how it comes down, and this comes out, so you can travel with this whole thing. It'll just lay in your suitcase flat. I would for sure pack it in between clothes, but it's one time on this side, and on the flip side it is 10 times. Ooh, I don't want to see that, Patty. But there is, I'll turn it around and maybe you can see the little, oh, you can see my camera and my light. But there is a little button right there that you can change to cool, what was it, cool, warm. Okay, you can change it from cold, natural light to warm. I tend to like that, cold. So I'm going to turn this back around and sit it down, and I'm going to raise it up. And then when I raise it, I can, you just tighten this, and when you get it to the height that you want. I will tell you that my old mirror that I film with in here that I've had all these years, I have to set it on books so that I can get it to the right height. But this is, I've been using this, and this is great. I mean, for the money, this is a great little mirror, and it would make a great Christmas gift for anyone. It comes with complete instructions and even a little cleaning cloth to clean off the fingerprints. And I think it's, I just think it's, so far, it's a great little mirror. I think I've told you all of the things you need to know about it. And you'll see me glancing over into it. It weighs very little. But we'll get her straight here. Okay, this is looking pretty good right here. All right. Before I can even start putting on my makeup, I have to show you the next thing. And I'm sure that so many of you already watch Emily Noel. If you don't, you should. And I was watching Emily about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and she was reviewing a new brush set. And what was so unusual about this brush set is that they were very inexpensive. They were a very good quality of brush, but they were very inexpensive. Makeup brushes generally are expensive if you want, nicer ones. So even though I do not need makeup brushes, I decided to order these because I know so many of you who are on fixed incomes, or you just don't want to spend that much money on an expensive brush set. You would really like this. So I want to show you what these are. And it's a set of 20 brushes. And again, I believe the price is about, oh gosh, it's about $25 maybe, or $29, sort of like the mirror. they came off of TikTok, and I'm not on TikTok. Emily is. And Emily saw these reviewed and decided to try them to see if they really were good. And Emily loved them. And I'm not going to show you every single brush, but there's 20, and some of them are double-ended, as you can see. That one's not, but some of them are. And there's a kabuki, there's a travel kabuki, there's powder brushes. Let me show powder brushes, everything you can imagine. Shadow brushes. Here you go. So, I mean, everything you can imagine. And Emily, if you're interested in these brushes, and by the way, the name is Maange, M-A-A-N-G-E. And if you're interested at all in these and learning about them, I would say go to Emily's video, and I'll link that below, and just watch Emily's review of them. And I think you'll probably be as impressed as I was. I decided I wanted to show them to you because Christmas is coming up, just like with the mirror. These would make a great gift. These brushes you could separate out. I'm going to use these today. I haven't used them yet. We're just gonna we're gonna check these out. They're numbered, but they don't have what the brush is for, like some brush sets do, but that doesn't matter to me anyway. Again, something I haven't used in forever, and I pulled this out this week, and I have been using it, and it is the good old Maybelline Eraser Corrector Multi-Usage. And this, I want to say, well, I know there's a couple of these. I'm not sure which one this is. I'll look on it, and I'll have it below. I'll list it, but I'm going to go ahead and, ooh, there's a hair. Do something about these under eyes. That's all I'm going to do. And I know some of you may be tired of me using this e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Finish foundation, but I'm going to tell you, I just like this stuff. I really like it. And I'm almost out. This tube is almost empty. I'm just going to put some in the palm of my hand, and we're going to start off with this brush, and we're going to try it. Normally, I like a bigger brush or for my foundation, and let's see. I think I'm going to use this one. So here we go. Work it into the brush, and this brush is very soft. Some of them are a little bit stiffer, and some of the brushes are a little bit stiffer, but sometimes we want a little bit stiffer brush. And I'm gonna sort of stretch my skin just a little bit. And by the way, on these brushes, Emily explained it, and I'll say it too. This was not, Emily does not make any money off of this. The girl that she saw, boy, that brush did use up some foundation there. The girl that she saw didn't know Emily from Adam, so this girl is making any affiliate money on them. I'm not making anything. Emily is not making anything, and that's okay. So how have you been? Our weather is trying to cool off a little bit. We have a happening here in Pensacola this weekend. We're not going because we've seen them before, and we would go, but everybody and their brother is here for the weekend, and you cannot get anywhere close to the base here. But the Blue Angels are flying a performance yesterday and today, and the Thunderbirds have come over, and I think this is something that they've never done before, but they're going to be flying together, so that's pretty neat. a lot of times when we go to the beach, they practice over the ocean there, so we can see them. And when we lived over in Panama City Beach, Tyndall Air Force Base was right there, and we saw the Thunderbirds perform when we were there. I actually went to one of their air shows. I still love it. I love it. For I'm gonna go and we're going to, you're really not gonna see me use the 10 times side of my mirror because I've had cataract surgery. And I had this kind of surgery where I could see, well, multi-vision. I can read up close and I can see far off. So most of the time I do not need any kind of magnification. It's been right at 8 years since I had the surgery, the cataract surgery, and I said it back then and I still say it today. It's the single best thing I've ever done for myself. Sometimes I had 2 and 3 pairs of readers on my head or around my neck. I wore multi-vision contacts for years until I just really got tired of them. Okay, for eyeshadow, I'm using this little e.l.f. eyeshadow palette. Oh, we need let's see here. We're going to use that, and I'm going to go in with this color pretty much over my whole eye, especially under my eyebrow and in the corner, and I'm getting the residual up in my brows to sort of soak up any oil that might be there from my from my skin care products. Really nice brush. It feels great. This would be a great Christmas present for you. From you, to you, from you. I love presents to me, from me. I'm going to use my little clean sweep, which is this little sponge, and we're just going to clean that brush out, and I'm going to use the same brush, and I am going to use this color right there. I'm finding that as I'm aging, I'm having to go up further and further and further on my brow bone. Are you finding the same thing? Are you having to go up further? I'm gonna take another one of these little brushes and just buff that out. No harsh lines. Had one of you, BJ, hi BJ. BJ sent me an email a week or so ago. Well, I think this past week, and we sort of went back and forth about lighting. And BJ was really the reason why I'm doing this video today, because I told her about this new light. She was going to get one, and I said, wait and see what I have to show. You might like it. Okay, this is the brow brush, but I want this little slanted end, and I'm going to go into this, well, I think I'm going to go into this one. It's dark and it may be too dark, but I'm going to sort of line my outer lid really close to my lashes. Just a little hint. Start with a little. And I know you've heard me say this is not a tutorial. I am not a professional. These are little tips and techniques, I guess, that I have learned over the years. I'm going to go back in with my pencil too. And it's funny, as my face has aged, things that used to work no longer work. I think this is one. I'm just trying a lot of brushes here. This is just another one. I'm going to go in with that same color that I put on my brow bone and just do a little shadow. You know, I have adult granddaughter, I have a daughter, and I have daughters-in-law, and I'm quite sure I'm going to clean these brushes up and someone's going to get these for Christmas. Mascara. I came across this in my stash. It's the e.l.f. Big Mood mascara, unopened. We're going to use that. We are keeping this strictly drugstore, aren't we? Except for a little bit of the skincare. Look at this brush. Can you see it? I mean, that's a monster. And I've said this again so many times, and if you're new to my channel, if you're new to makeup, or, you know, maybe you wore it many, many years ago and you're stopped and you're at a different place in your life and you've decided you're going to wear it again, there are no makeup police. There are no fashion police. So, you know, you do you. Don't listen to what other people tell you to do and how to look. I can't talk and put my mascara on, so hold on. I tell you, I've had this mascara for a while. I'm not sure how long now I've had it, but it's a little bit dry. Good old favorite e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. This is in taupe. I say this often, I didn't come up with it, but our brows are sisters. They're not twins, so they don't have to be exact. I think I'm gonna go into this. I probably should have already done this, but as I said, there's no rules. Yeah. Just a tiny little bit of shine. And I'm going to when I tell you I need to replace this, it's the e.l.f. Cream Contour Palette. Look at this. I mean, is that pitiful or what? It does me no good to have all these brushes because I'm only using a few, especially on my face. The same one I use for my foundation, I'm going to go into this color right here. And just start right there. I started to talk about BJ, and we were talking about those of you who I've met out in the, just out wherever it is, and we run into each other a lot. One of the things you do tell me is that I look very much like I do in my videos, which makes me feel good. But I was telling her, people talk about, we use these lights for the shadows. And I was telling her, have you ever, you watch the 5 o'clock news, and your 5 o'clock newscaster, you see her every day. And she looks just perfectly put together, her skin, everything. And you are out at a festival or something and you see her, she's there. And you go, oh, okay. There is something different. Because she is, or they are filming under a lot of lights, a whole lot more than this for sure, to light up that studio. So that's why we use lights, because of the shadows. And does it enhance us? It has to. It has to. But that's why I'm so glad that I have had an opportunity to meet so many of you. Gosh, you know who you are. I've met you in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea on a cruise ship, for goodness sakes. Milani Cheek Kiss. It's a cream blush, and using my same brush. And I'm gonna sort of stretch my skin here, because those wrinkles, I would just as soon have whatever I'm putting on in those wrinkles too. We always have to tune and tweak a little bit. I would like to have a little bit more concealer. This is just not giving me the coverage. Hold on just a minute. I know this is not Drugstore, but I needed something different for concealer that I didn't bring in here, but I did have my makeup that I used for the review I recently did on the Bare Minerals, and this is the Bare Pro 16-hour concealer. So we're just gonna get a little bit of that. Not much. I'm just going to use my finger. I also like for this part of my face to be light. So I will pull my concealer up. And sometimes I do a little wiping it or rubbing it upwards. It smooths it out better for me. Okay. I think go in with a little bit more blush. We're getting there, girls and guys. I'm going to go ahead and put my CoverGirl Color Stay. And this is 559, one of my favorite colors in it. I think what started my conversation, or with BJ, us talking about lighting the way we did, is when she wrote me, she said that she was similar coloring to me and used my same skincare, what she knows about, and the same products, but she never quite gets the same results that I get. And I told her it has to do with the lights for sure. Listen, lighting is so powerful. Have you ever, this happens to me all the time, I can leave my house thinking I look pretty good, and I walk out and get in my car and pull down my sun visor and open up that mirror, and I do a double take. I'm going, oh my gosh, what? This is not how I looked in the house. Or I might get in a store and go in a dressing room, and it's like, whoa, you know, that's not the way I looked at home. So it's the lighting, and we can't control it. I remember Suzanne Summers saying when she was on Home Shopping, she traveled with her own lighting person, a man who literally was an expert in lighting, and he always lit her wherever she was, especially there on Home Shopping. And I think she was working at the time when she was telling this that she was working with Colleen, and Colleen said, listen, all of the show hosts love working with you because that's when we get our best lighting. And then I remember after Suzanne left Home Shopping, she went to that shopping channel. It's changed names so many times. It's up maybe in Wisconsin or Minnesota, Michigan, I can't remember. But they were doing some kind of remote, and they went backstage. She was there going to go on air, and they went back to her dressing room, and she wouldn't let them come in because the room wasn't lit right. So if we could just all travel, get rid of this shine. All right. Check out the mirror if you need a mirror, either for yourself or if you need it for a holiday gift for someone. Check out the brushes if you're interested in them, either for yourself or as a holiday gift for someone. This was fun. I keep thinking maybe Elf or someone else is going to come out with a new foundation that I can review. I keep looking, but I haven't seen anything yet. But listen, thank you so much for watching. You guys are absolutely the very best. And don't forget to be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself so that you can be kind to others. Know that I love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.